out from reading the narrative of Frederick Douglass. From when he was little, even though he was separated from his family, he didn't really care. Basically, as soon as he went to grow up, went from plantation to plantation, he learned from every different type of person that he was owned by. Especially from his first owner, who loved him very dearly. Even though it was his owner, he still loved his owner, basically, who taught him everything. While Frederick was almost 10, that's when he started to learn how to read. When he learned how to read, one of his owners didn't like that. But the owner, his wife, is the one who taught him that. But when she learned that she wasn't supposed to do that, he got upset about that, which is kind of stupid, basically. But anyways, while Frederick went from plantation to plantation, he started to get older and stronger. When he started to get stronger and older, he started to have, I guess, a brain, I say. When he started to have a brain and learn stuff, he started to realize that the discrimination of slavery was wrong. When he learned that it was wrong, it made him want to learn more and more to help him to get freed from slavery. But the thing that I learned from this book is whatever you're doing, try hard to success and succeed in it, whatever it is. And when he got older into an adult is when first he got married to a black woman, and then second, that's when he married to a white person. Which, when he got married to the white person, stuff went downhill. But when he went downhill, he still loved his wife, no matter what. Which, in our project, we're talking about interracial couple. I guess Frederick Douglass was the first person to actually have an interracial couple, in which now there's interracial couples everywhere.
Your parents will say if you brought an African American home?
My mom or my dad?
Any.
I mean, my mom's really open about it as long as he's not like, you know, as long as he has class and like he's, you know, he acts like mature. I mean, my dad's another story. Like my dad's Japanese. Like they're not okay with that. That would be a very big problem between my dad.
Okay. Once you go black?
I prefer Spanish because I mean I like Spanish people. I mean I don't discriminate. Whatever happens happens. I don't really judge. But I've only dated Spanish guys. Just saying.
Have you ever dated like somebody outside your race or culture?
I mean I've dated, not really. I've only dated Asians and Hispanics. If anything, I've only dated Asians and Hispanics.
Do you consider yourself racist?
No. I mean I don't judge race. It's just when it comes to dating, it's just I can't help who I'm attracted to. I mean, I'm friends with everybody. I'm friendly, so.
Figure it out. That's it. Thank you.
Alright.
Do you ever date outside your race?
Yeah. I dated a white guy. Or Caucasian, sorry.
Okay. What's it now? How do your family feel about your relationship?
They were okay with it. It wasn't a matter of, you know, because he wasn't my race or anything. It was a matter of fact that, you know, I was happy. So pretty much they were fine with it.
How has having a partner from another race changed your perspective on relationships and society?
Not much. I was kind of okay with the interracial and people of different races and, you know, color of skin, dating and stuff. It wasn't anything.
Are you selective to dating a particular man or open to anyone?
Open to anyone, really. Whoever makes me happy is pretty much.
What do you think about interracial couples?
I mean, I think it's okay, at least as long as the person's happy and, you know, everything's okay and it's not anything that's a big, you know, problem or stuff, then it's fine. I don't oppose it at all.
How does other people view your relationship?
I guess as a normal relationship, nothing, bad or anything. Just a romantic relationship.
You were never criticized by other people when you brought them around them?
No, everyone accepted him and it was fine.
Thank you, that's it. Okay, how do you feel about interracial couples and relationships?
Interracial relationships, huh? It should be normal. Okay, it should not be. There should not be discrimination. However, when you say feel, what do you mean feel?
It's just emotion.
Emotion, reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, well, interracial marriages have been around forever, whether it was in status or just recently it's been allowed. But the biggest thing about interracial marriages, in my feelings, was how it's been discriminated against. In the sense that with the Chinese, if a American female married a Chinese gentleman, then she would lose her citizenship. And of course, we know that black-white interracial marriage was outlawed until the mid 20th century. So interracial marriage has always been something that has been visible because its skin color is very visible, but it also has to do with creation of race. And since we all know there's no such a thing as race,
Yeah.
there's no true thing as race, that we use skin color in order to discriminate. So I don't think there is such a thing as interracial marriage because I don't believe that there's a thing called race. Now, people of different colors, yes. People of different cultures are interracial being defined as culture. And again, marriage is cultural. As we see with the gay debate and everything else, that marriage is cultural. Go ahead.
Okay, do you think interracial couples is just the white and black thing, or is it?
We already covered that with it. No,
Oh.
I think it's cultural. It's
cultural?
white, black. I think there's also interracial discrimination even among African Americans, as far as whether she is dark-skinned or light-skinned, because skin color is the definition of interracial by today's, not mine, but by today's society. So again, there's a lot of, when you talk about interracial marriage between, say, Jewish, which is a religion, okay, or the Arab world, you see somebody walk by, if she's traditionally dressed, what do you think? And she's walking with somebody who looks like me, okay? What do you think? You turn around and you look, right? So, of course it's not between black and white. It was simple when it was black and white, okay? But it's not.
When you were younger, do you ever dated like somebody outside your race or color or culture?
When I was younger?
Yeah.
When I was younger, it was almost forbidden in our culture. Being raised, if you've ever seen the movie Remember the Titans, our school, we were bused to a white school. We had a white prom. We had a white. Now, all of a sudden, then you have to add to the thing, that's black and white. But what about a Hispanic girl? We didn't call them Hispanic girls. We called them Charles in Spanish, okay? She's Spanish. That was great. She's exotic. You know, she's hot, okay? But that's interracial, again, by the earlier definition of what is skin color, defining race, as opposed to there is no such thing as a true race. So, you know, in the early days, it was basically, it was white and black, being very much separated in the South, where I was raised. But as far as interracial, when it came to Spanish or, well, Italians are a big one, or Irish girls. I mean, they used to, if you were Irish Catholic, an Irish Catholic girl couldn't date a Protestant male because she did not practice birth control. Because being Catholic, they had Irish families, or these huge families. So it's everywhere. And if you say, oh, I was never, my best friends are black and all that, no. Culture drives how you marry. And again, marriage is culture.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rose.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I thought you guys.
How do you feel about interracial couples?
Biracial?
Yeah.
Oh.
Interracial.
Interracial. I have no problem with it.
You don't have any problem with it?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Do you think people should stick to their own kind?
Its own kind. No. My daughter's Jewish, and she's married to a boy who's Methodist. So I'm not one to judge or to look down upon it because it's in my own family.
How do you think interracial couples back then has changed? Like
It's
from then and
changed
now?
quite a bit. It's changed quite a bit. And I hope it keeps on changing. I hope it keeps on changing for the better, as far as more acceptance. Years ago, when I was in high school, that was definitely a taboo. You could never do something like that. But as the years has progressed, it's more acceptable, and I think it's fine.
Like when you were younger, you never dated somebody outside your race or culture?
I dated out of my religion, but not out of my race.
You never dated a black person?
No, never did, because my high school was all white,
Oh.
so I never had the opportunity. I was raised in the 60s.
Oh. In every race, there are light and dark skinned people. How do you feel about dark skinned people? Do you think light skin is more attractive?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Um, do you think interracial relationships are just a black and white thing, or is
No.
it international, or is it
I
different?
think it's culture.
Culture?
Yeah, culture too. In other words, if you have someone who is Caucasian and someone who is Puerto Rican, that to me is also interracial. Someone who, like I said, someone who is Jewish and someone who is Methodist, that too is, I don't know if you would want to call it interracial or interreligion, but it's it's two different cultures coming together. That's what interracial is, two cultures coming together.
Does your religion accept interracial couples, or?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Tucker.
You're welcome.